What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol WISH for ContextLogic Inc. Of course, this is just Wish, the online fulfillment. On the left-hand side, daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, 30-minute intraday time frame. This will be more of an update since we have covered this one in more recent times, and clearly there is a big update to give simply because we broke down underneath the lows of the earnings gap down, which could put into play much lower prices inside of Wish. If we scrunch this chart up, we know that there really isn't any trading activity underneath us. This was the new IPO, right back around that 12.16, and since then it's been kind of a nasty ride to the downside. Looked like it wanted to reverse, but I'm sure a lot of people got caught here. So please be careful. We don't really have any major targets underneath. This could go as low as 5 the whole dollar. It could go as low as 1, a nice round whole number there. So as the chart currently sits, not a whole lot to learn from the daily perspective. So let's shift the attention over to the 30-minute intraday time frame. First thing I'll do is just sort of expand this price action so you can see it better. If we do something like this, other tool, what we want to do is basically look at this and say, all right, what are the potential scenarios that could play out? The first thing that I would notice is if we get a back test of this 670, I would be looking to avoid going long, right? Just because we come back up and start to back test this zone, it doesn't mean go long, okay? Until we accept above 670, that's when, okay, there's potential to go long because we have a look below and fail. And as we know in that case, the top end of the balance is the target, 735. But until that happens, again, you're actually looking for a short on the back test of the sort of prior breakdown point. But as we know with Wish, if we go over to the trade tab, it's not going to be shortable with shares. And again, so today the options chain is actually okay, right? So open interest isn't that bad and volume isn't that bad either. The at the money strike has 5,000 contracts trading hands. So there's enough there to take some size. Even going out into next week, there is some decent size there as well. So you could go short via puts. And again, you would be looking for anything that looks like an inverted hammer, anything that looks like a potential, indecision doji-ish thing, basically anything that would make you question, okay, are the buyers running out of steam here? Can the sellers take control at a prior backtest of support, which should now act as resistance? Again, that is 670. In the case it does roll over, what are you looking for? Well, simply the levels that we saw from today's activity. So zooming in a bit, looking at this a little bit more cleanly, first thing is obviously here. So first target, if we could get some clicks, thank you, Thinkorswim, 641, right? So if we roll over, that's the first place to go. After that, there's another zone just below. Obviously, these lower wicks are, important, as well as the fact that it offered resistance into the end of the day. That's 628. And again, in terms of something that's trading sub 10, these are pretty significant moves in terms of percentage, right? So don't just sort of scoff at a little bit like a 30-cent move here or whatever, right? So this is a big deal, right? There's some money to be made here if the trade is the short off of the back test at 670. So you know my thoughts. Again, I wouldn't really be thinking too long here until we get acceptance, solid acceptance, price spending time up above 670 to then start to target some of the upper levels that we have, namely 735 and then the top of the earnings gap down at 785. If you enjoyed today's video, if you enjoyed the update, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.